Hello, kindergartners. Happy Wednesday. Today I'm going to read a book to you that might resonate a little bit for what's been happening lately. This is called Get Out of Bed. And I'm wondering how many of you are trying to sleep in every day since you don't have to get up for school. I can tell you I've got two girls in my household who would love to sleep in until 11 o'clock every day. Think about it. 11 o'clock is almost lunchtime for us when we're at school. They would love to sleep in till that every day. So this book today is called Get Out of Bed. It is written by Robert Munsch. This one has a different illustrator. All of the other Robert Munsch books that we've read were illustrated by Michael Marchenko. This one is illustrated by Alan and Leah Daniel. So it's two people illustrating it together. So that's kind of cool. You get to know that it's okay to have more than one person illustrating a book. Get Out of Bed by Robert Munsch. In the middle of the night, when everyone else was asleep, Amy went downstairs. She watched The Late Show, The Late Late Show, The Late 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 Show, The Early Show, and finally went to bed because she was feeling somewhat tired. Sorry, friends, hold on. My book got caught, and this time I don't even have a Band-Aid on my thumb to make it do that. The next morning, everyone came to the breakfast table, except for Amy. "Where is Amy?" said her father. "Where's Amy?" said her brother. "Amy is asleep," said her mother. "I have called her 5 times, and she is still asleep. What are we going to do?" "No problem," said her brother. "I can get her up." Let's scooch this way, see if that makes it easier. Amy's brother ran up the stairs and yelled as loudly as he could, "Amy!" Amy snored. "Be late for school," he said. "See if I care." And he ran back downstairs. "Well, I know what to do," said Amy's father. He walked up the stairs and said in his sternest father voice, "Amy, if you don't get out of this bed this instant, I am going to be very mad." Amy snored. He went back downstairs and told Amy's mother, "Your daughter won't get up." "Well, I have something that sometimes works," she said. I want you to notice this illustration. This is one of my favorite. Look at the dog. The dog is even trying to get Amy up, and it's not working. She ran up the stairs, stood Amy on her feet, and said very nicely, "Amy, please wake up." Amy fell over and went to sleep on the floor. Bang! Her mother ran back downstairs and said, "I can't get her up! I can't get her up!" "Oh no," said her father, "I have to go to work." "Oh no," said her brother, "I have to go to school." "I have to go to work too," said her mother. "But what are we going to do with Amy?" "Let's take her to school in her bed," said her brother. Amy's mother and father looked at each other and said, "Good idea." I want you to think about that for a second, friends. Do you really think that that's going to work well? Can you imagine if your mom and dad picked you up in your entire bed and brought you to school? Let's find out what that looks like. So they put Amy back in her bed and picked it up. Then they walked out the front door, down the street, around the corner, through the schoolyard, and into the school. They put the bed back down in the back of the classroom and left. I do not ever want to see your beds in my classroom. I love seeing you, but your beds get to stay home. Later that day, the principal came in and said, "What is going on in here?" "I don't know," said the teacher. "It's Amy. She won't get out of bed." "No problem," said the principal. She walked over and yelled at Amy as loudly as she could. Okay, right here, friends. Unless you have a brother or sister sleeping, or your mom and dad are working really hard. I want you to help me. Ready? Wake up! Amy snored. I give up, said the principal. So the teacher taught reading, and Amy didn't wake up. The teacher taught arithmetic, or math, and Amy still didn't wake up. I want you to look closely at this picture. The books that they are reading are actually the same book that we are reading. So the illustrators decided to put the book that we're reading in her illustrations too. Kind of fun. They went to the gym, and Amy didn't wake up. There she is on the balance beam. They went out for recess, and Amy didn't wake up. They had lunch on Amy, and Amy didn't wake up. They had art, and Amy still didn't wake up. Her bed looked very pretty, though. Finally, it was time to go home. Call the mother, call the father, yelled the principal. Get this kid out of here. So Amy's mother came from work, and her father came from work, and her brother came from school. They picked up Amy's bed, carried it home, and all had dinner, except for Amy. Amy was sleeping. If she never gets up, said her brother, can I have her room? Boys and girls, I just have to tell you, I just peeked over in the corner, and Mr. Pulk is over there laughing at my reading of the story to you. He's thinking it's quite funny.
Snoring.
Of my snoring. I guess my snoring is quite funny. I hope you all are enjoying it as well. But the next morning, Amy did get up. She ran downstairs and said, "Oh, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in years." "Nice to see you," said her mother. "Did you have a nice sleep?" "Wonderful," said Amy, "but I had such strange dreams." Then her mother went to work, and her father went to work, and Amy and her brother went to school. And for some reason today, she's bringing a bird to school. Let's find out why. Oh, if you look closely at the picture, do you remember yesterday for Amy when the kids at school were doing art class and they were doing art on Amy's bed? I think that they got a little art on Amy too. This reminds me of the other story that we read about the little girl who got the rose painted on her face. If you remember what happened with that one, as she went about her day, the rose kept growing and growing. I wonder if that'll happen in this story. At the door of the school, the principal said, "Good morning, Amy. How are you today?" "Wonderful," said Amy, "but I had strange dreams last night." "I bet," said the principal. Then Amy walked into her classroom, and everyone snored. Look at every one of her friends has some kind of bed or sleeping bag or bunk beds at her school. Oh, this girl's even sleeping on the chair. Oh my goodness. And there is Amy and her family and her dogs and cats. Okay, so Amy had a really tough time getting out of bed one morning because she stayed up way too late. And it threw her entire day off. She didn't get to do all her fun stuff at school. She didn't even get gym. She didn't get to go outside. So I want you to think about that sometimes when you're telling mom and dad, "Oh, I just want to sleep in a little bit more." I wonder what you'll miss if you sleep in too late. Okay, I want to call out my niece Maddie with this story. Maddie has been asking every day for more stories read by Auntie Chrissy. That would be me, Auntie Chrissy. I've been sending her the stories too because she's been so excited about them. So boys and girls, I hope that you are listening to lots of stories at home, doing your Raz Kids, your Dream Box, and doing lots of learning. I'm so excited. I was so excited to get to be able to go online with you yesterday and or actually earlier today, and get to see all your wonderful faces on Zoom. I love seeing you, friends. I miss you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.